Hey YouTube and Facebook. Today I'm going to be talking about the Magician. And if you're wondering what deck I'm using for this little talk here, I'm using the Melanated Classic Tarot. It's a deck that I highly recommend. I did a video about the deck a couple of videos back, so if you're interested in getting this deck, it's a little hard to get and a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. And also the cover of this is the card I'm going to be talking about, the Magician. Magician is one of my favorite cards in this deck. A lot of cards are my favorite cards in this deck because it's such a beautiful deck. But I like what the Magician represents. He represents someone who's skilled in performing magic. In ancient Egypt, they called magic Heka, and basically the translation of Heka is your will. And as Crowley said, magic is the ability to cause change with the conformity of the will. So that's what magic is all about. Making changes in your life, and it's something that we all want to do. We all want to make positive changes in our life, and this is a card that I definitely focus on. It's a good card to meditate on too. The figure 8 on top of his head represents infinity. It represents things going in a cycle, in a figure 8 cycle. He's wearing a blue bandana, which represents the feminine. It represents the intuitive mind. He has a wand in his hand, which represents the wheel. He has a staff on the table here, which represents the wheel. It represents travel, not necessarily in this world, which it can represent travel in this world, but it also can represent travel in the spirit world also. On the table, he has the pentagram, which represents earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. He has the cup, which represents friendship. It represents just basic fellowship between you, coven members, members in your family. It represents a toast. It represents also the feminine too. It represents the womb. It represents intuitive knowledge. And he has the sword here, which represents the wheel. So this is a very powerful deck, a powerful card rather, and it's pretty much akin to the wider weight deck when they show the Magician. So, except for this Magician is melanated. But this is a great card. This is something that definitely want to manifest in your life. One of the things I do with my tarot, which I haven't heard a lot of other people do, I might be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. I like not necessarily telling the future with the tarot deck, but creating the future. So it's not so much that when I take the tarot cards and I put out a reading that I'm trying to interpret what's happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. I'm trying to create that future. So one of the things I do is meditate on the card and try to be the guy in the card. So that's sort of like a different approach that I take. So this is a very good card to meditate on, to bring change into your life, to bring magic into your life. There's a philosophy out there that says when you do things in the subconscious mind, or if you do things in the subjective universe, that they have echoes in the objective universe. So if you're doing magic to create change, positive change in your life, that's the subjective universe. And if it does actually cause change in your life. That's the objective universe causing that change to happen in your life. So, very powerful card. The magician in ancient Egypt, they called magic Heka, and the people who perform magic, the Hekanu. So you can also see this as the Hekanu card. Very powerful card. One of the cards that I do meditation on to create change into my life. So you might want to do the same. All right, until next time, love is the law, and as always, peace.